WST Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader. The Des Moines Media Group.
All right, we're live.
The Bottom Show, 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN.
Bump the headphones up in here.
Outdoors Tradition TV LLC.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
And do we have a 7 o'clock guest?
Oh, okay. All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by our good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. Last show in September already. Can you believe the burr month is already gone? I can't believe it. It took forever for it to get here and gone.
Like I said, wake me up when September ends.
Yeah, don't mention that. This is a bittersweet week for me. My daughter Riley celebrated her 18th birthday on Thursday.
Congrats.
So that's always, that helps me a little bit. But this is the 26-year anniversary of when my dad died. He died today. And he was 58 years old. Died of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I tell you, I posted, I couldn't sleep last night. I was just thinking of Pop, and Raven was getting mad at me.
Raven, that's his unsteady time, I feel.
Yeah. Well, he don't like it because I'm tossing and turning, and he'll growl at me, and then he goes in the other room. But it's just, this is always a hard day, and if your mom and dad are still around, good morning, Scott. Good morning, Aaron. Make sure you call them and tell them you love them, because I tell you, once they're gone, you never have that opportunity back, and it just stinks. So, today I dedicate this show to my dad. Love you, Pop. I miss you. I know Rick and Mom miss you, and it just ain't the same. I would give almost anything up, anything, just to have him yell at me one more time. I saw something that reminded me of him so much. It said, "You can't hurt my feelings. I used to give my dad the wrong tools all the time when I was little." That was me, man. It's like, hey, good morning, Tony. He used to get so mad at me. Blankety blank, 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 blank. Good morning, Jeff. We have new listeners, Roy and Eric in New York. Well, thank you, Roy and Eric. I appreciate you tuning in, buddy.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. So, I miss my dad. So just think about your folks if they're not around today, and if they are, make sure you call them and tell them you love them. I call my mom. Mom's 92. I call her every day. Here's how the conversation goes. "What you doing, Mom?" "Nothing." "You watching TV, reading a book, watching NCIS?" "When you coming down?" I said, "Mom, I can't come down until the holidays because I'm busy." She goes, "Well, okay." And then I'll call her later in the day to bug my brother. "When you coming down?" "I'll be down the same way I told you before, Mom, in the holidays." "Okay." She's got Alzheimer's. It's not fun. So gotta love your mom and dad. I'm telling you, it goes quick. Today's show is brought to you in part by our good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. If you need a spot to put your boat, your camper, your trailer, go down and give Danielle, Dick, or Tracy a call at 515-822-1362, 515-822-1362. You'll be able to make an application and pick your spot. 12 by 50 is assigned spot, $60 a month. They do a great job, locally owned and operated, and tell them I sent you. They're good, fine folks. So we're going to talk a little outdoor stuff today. I've got Eric Griggs from Gas Bowstrings on at 8. We are going to, once you hear the Rupert's Rut and Peace grunt call, if you hear that, call Andrew at 244-1350, 244-1350, and we'll let you qualify for the my DSD full body buck decoy that I've been using on Respect the Game TV for the last couple of years. Good morning, Chris in Pennsylvania. Good morning, Bob Wright. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Patrick O'Connor. Good to see you. I don't think I missed anybody. Did I don't think so. Bob, right? Yeah, I think I got everybody in there. Good morning, everybody. And then today, someone is going to win a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call. And I'm also going to give, finally got my hockey tickets from the Iowa Wild. Let's go Wild. Let's go Wild. Opening day is coming up here pretty quick. If you want to go opening day, you can have my seats. There's 4 great seats. And I just gave Andrew Sundays so he can take him and his family. But I'll give away a couple pairs, I'll give away a couple sets of tickets during the show too to honor the Iowa Wild's opener. Have you ever seen a piebald goose? Not yet, not lately, Aaron. I haven't. Ship that call to New Jersey. Richard, I know how you can get one. Just go to Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls on Facebook and order one. There you go.
Do it.
There you go, buddy. A true masterpiece of a call. The Mad Meatball. That's my new nickname for Rupert. The Mad Meatball. He's going to this. He's got this restaurant in Pennsylvania. It's this little Italian gastro fusion place, and him and his girlfriend or fiance, they go there like 2 or 3 times a week. It's called Saforno's, which means out of the oven in Italian. How I remember that, I have no idea.
Hey,
yeah. But they do have killer meatballs.
Meatballs. If you do it right,
yeah,
you have me forever.
Yeah, they're good. I'm gonna go out there and bring some home. And no, Rupert's gonna bring some and at the Deer Classic, and then I'll bring some back from when I go turkey hunting out there next year. So
thanks ahead of time.
Yeah, thank you, Todd. Good fine folks out there. So a lot of kids are out there deer season right now. I got a ton of emails this week. People panicking. They're not seeing the bucks on the deer or on the beans. And I keep telling them, don't worry. They hadn't gone anywhere. 99.9% chance sure that they are on acorns is what they're doing. So just don't freak out. When a deer sheds their velvet, they change their patterns a little bit. A buck might summer on your farm, but then as soon as they get that velvet off, they'll move where they're living, and they're out checking what's going on with the does. They're kind of getting a feel for everything, and which is not a bad thing because you might lose a couple bucks, but then you might gain some bucks that usually summer someplace else, and then they'll be on your place for the fall. How about that? See, it all works out. It's all relative. It's all relative. The Mad Meatball could be the name of his next deer call. The Mad Meatball. I'll pass that along, Scotty. I'm sure he's on here somewhere.
Is he calling for meatball lovers then? Because I would come in.
No, we're not. We can't even get Ariati to bring donuts in. We're not going to get meatballs.
I know, we lost our touch.
Well, we really never had people bringing us food before. I mean, early Saturday mornings that's a hard time. If we were on during the week like I used to be on Wednesdays, we got free food a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good time.
People would bring us a pie or, a pizza. Or they'd bring us some burgers, because they wanted us to give them a plug.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Those were good days.
Good days.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
All good.
It's all good. Did I give you a check? Yeah, I did. All right. Well, my Super Bowl was this week. The mighty Andrew and I went toe-to-toe on the Outdoor Call Radio Fantasy Football League. And I'll just say this. We are the champions, my friends. And we stomped Andrew to the end. Woo!
I will have everyone know I had the second largest point total of the week.
Yeah. But who was first? If you ain't first, you're last.
Ricky
Bobby. Yeah, Andrew, I saw that matchup and I said, I think it's time for a little shake and bake. Yeah, little time for a little shake and bake right there, buddy.
Shake and bake.
Good morning, Mountain Man. I haven't talked to you, Mountain Man. You doing okay? I was thinking about you the other day, buddy. I used to talk to Rob at least once a week. He's working all these weird hours now. Second place is always the first loser. Aaron says. Aaron Harbison's he's on your list now. You shouldn't be saying that stuff, Aaron. He holds grudges.
I take receipts.
Oh, hey, I do want to say, Pro Music Center out in Clive. I took Riley. She wanted to get a guitar case for her birthday, and Dave Bloom, her buddy from JLM Guns, and over there at Crossroads, owns that music store. And I missed Dave, but Josh gave us really great service, and Riley loves her new guitar case.
Good.
Yeah, so go out there if you like guitars and stuff. Go tell them hi. All right, acorns are what's going on, and you don't need to worry about that. So just hang in there, and it'll get good. So
just like the cat poster, hang in there.
Just hang in there. It'll be all right. I got to go to the farm today. I got to go down there. My camera's not. One of my cameras isn't sending pictures. So either sitting in the stand. Good luck, Mountain Man. I love it when people tell us they're watching us when they're hunting.
Yeah, that's a whole next level compliment right there.
Yeah. All right. Second question I got, the most highest question. First one was about where'd my bucks go. Second one was people were asking me about using a grunt call early season. And I'm just going to tell you, here's the thing. Deer are very curious, very social animals, okay? I don't think it's going to hurt anything. I have my grunt call with me the whole time. And if you're not seeing anything, especially if you're hunting around corn, staying in corn, it doesn't hurt every hour, to throw a blind grunt call out there, because you just don't know what's bedded down in front of you or around you, behind you. And, don't go crazy. I wouldn't be out there growling. I wouldn't be don't be doing that. But if you're doing like a grunt where they're walking, just do that like every hour. You're not going to hurt anything. But if you do that, be ready for a response. Don't be sitting there on your phone trying to send Andrew a fantasy football trade. Make sure you got your camera ready. Make sure you got your bow, and just watch those corn stalks. You start seeing those corn stalks moving, that means something's walking through that corn, and you might just get an opportunity. Same thing for rattling. I always have my rattle horns with me, but I would just, this time of year, your 1.5, 2-year-old bucks. What are they out there doing all the time? They're out there playing. They're jousting. They're not going full tilt battles for the does, because we're not close to the breeding period yet. We're still 3-4 weeks away from that. So, but it doesn't hurt anything to take those in. Good morning, John. Good morning, Hoyt. Good to see you. It doesn't hurt to take your antlers and just tickle the tines. Tink, 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 and then throw a grunt out there. Tink, 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 tink. Just, everybody that's listening has pretty much seen deer sparring. Just kind of simulate that. It doesn't hurt to do that a bit. Take your rattle bag and lightly move it around, or just take your rattle. I use rattle horns. I use real deer antlers. I did have somebody else that emailed me this week too, and said, Dan, I picked up a pair of antlers this year, and I started playing around, and I gored my hand. Take those brow tines and get rid of them before you start rattling. Cut them off. Otherwise, you're gonna really mess your knuckles up. Okay? Yeah. So just do that. I want to wish all the youngsters a very good youth day, and I want y'all to be safe. There you go, Hoyt. That's awesome. Be good. And then we did tell you about Hank Parker on Wednesday. Hank fell out of a tree stand. He's on the mend, and let's keep sending those prayers out for Hank Parker. Hank's a nice guy, good outdoor communicator. Just make sure if you're going out there and getting in a stand, please make sure you're wearing that full body safety harness. You don't want to make sure you're one of the people that have fallen, and it's not good if you do that. Number one hunting accident in North America, and we definitely don't want to make sure that you're in that total. All right, hey, real quick, I want to. Donnie Herman's birthday was a couple days ago, and Donnie's not with us anymore. We lost him this year, but I do want to wish the Herman family and everybody over at Herman's a fine Saturday morning. Donnie and Frank and Dustin and Remy and Kylie, our Laylee, just everybody over there. We appreciate them being part of the show. Don't forget, as soon as one of the Christmas things we're doing this year is we're doing the Herman's Hunt, and we're giving away a couple pairs of half-carat diamond earrings from Herman's Fine Jewelry. You can go check them out. 2900 University in West Des Moines, 222-2600. They've been helping people forever. They've got over 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock. In-store jewelry repair. They can do custom jewelry. And if you're looking to trade or sell some of your treasures, go over to Herman's, talk to Frank or Donnie, and chances are you're going to get way more for your money than you will going anywhere else. And just tell them the Outdoor Guy sent you. All right. Good morning, Don Warren. How are you doing, buddy? I have watched a spike rub a tree. He was grunting while rubbing. Yeah, they'll grunt. Yeah, I'm not doing this for the contest. I'm doing examples here, but yeah, when they're rubbing, they'll do that. They'll, it's like when you're getting scratched. That's what they're doing. All right, 7:16 and some change. Let me take a real quick break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or tailgating?
Somebody call for the contest.
We'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice. Arctic Ice is a brand new way to keep your game, beverages, and camping supplies cold and fresh.
Who was it?
Wherever your adventure takes you, Arctic Ice Packs are a rugged
you get their
ice
info?
substitute that maintains low temperatures longer than a bag of ice and does not have the slushy mess that can contaminate what's in your cooler. If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic Ice Packs that will keep your game or fish at 34 degrees for 3 to 4 days. If you're wanting to really freeze things
Call
up,
Skippy,
try
see if he
the
answers.
packs that can keep your wild game and
Give me a
fish
second
at
hour
dry
answer
ice
call.
temperatures.
Well, we got Eric.
For tailgating or camping, try the chili brew packs.
Call him and
So
see if
keep
he
your
can get
beverages
the
of
answer.
choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your game, fish, or
But he's
camping
sleeping.
goods to stay fresh and cold as possible without the mess
I got him on the air on Wednesday.
You can find
I said, I go, hey, are you unburdened by what has been yet, Skip? He just went off. I said, hey, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. He goes, I go,
Silent night veins are 30% thinner with a much greater taper than
I was just playing.
This contributes to a dramatic reduction of in-flight drag. Flex Fletch veins also have the capability of reshaping or bounce back after pass-through shots on targets or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. Flex Fletch.
What's everybody doing? I know Mountain Man's hunting. Who else is hunting today or fishing? I got to get out fishing. I keep waiting for Andrew, my buddy over there at Boyd Creative, and my buddy Richard. They keep promising me we're gonna go fishing. I'm gonna have to get the boat out and go by myself.
FlexFletch.com. Flex Fletch, proudly made in the USA, based out of Minnesota.
Oh, I'll check it out, Aaron. Thank you.
I'm starting to do the hard work of breaking down.
He's sleeping.
Only to have your knife fail after you're just trying to take the hide off.
That poor boy, he just gets no rest.
Never let that happen to you. That's Weeby Knives. It's quickly becoming the go-to outdoor knife in the industry. Hey, it's Outdoors Day, and I want to tell you about the most functional set of outdoor knives I've came across.
Oh, there you go, Bob. Good luck, buddy. That sounds like fun.
Go check out WeebyKnives.com. Replaceable scalpel blades that make sure you always have a sharp knife in the field.
There you go. Good luck, Scotty. Good luck.
You mentioned that for that too, last week.
I'll let you tell
Turkey
him.
hunting to deer hunting, trapping to camping, Weeby Knives are my go-to in the field.
I was going to go to Minnesota fishing Monday, but Raven got sick the other day. I don't want to leave. And
What's it? Is it a stomach thing?
Now that's a knife.
they said the vet said he was okay. But that dog's going to cost me. That dog costs me money all the time. I love that dog. That is the most nervous lab I've ever had in my life.
Wouldn't it be nice to know exactly where
I love him.
your blind location is without letting anyone know where you're at?
That gets
Have you ever heard of Onyx?
I went started going to Carlisle Veterinary. She's really nice, that Dr. Sloan, and she's very affordable. Yeah, and he loves her, man.
Mark and save your parking spots, scrapes, food plots, road lines, or some possible next stand locations. The Onyx Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand. Onyx is a mobile app that you can take anywhere. It's recognized by unicorns all around the country as a valuable hunting tool. So, if you want to always know where you are and have the ability to save information that will help you be a better hunter,
sorry, folks.
Download the Onyx Hunt app.
A little tired this morning.
Today.
If
Got
you're
bags
an
in
hunter,
my eyes.
you
Look
know
at
how
that.
important the feel and performance of a bow is on your ability to send that arrow to where it needs to go. Not all bows are made the same, and that's especially true when it comes to gearhead. Gearhead bows are made in the USA and feature models that are compact, quiet, and lightweight. These bows maneuver extremely well, whether you're in the tree stand or the ground blind. If you're a saddle hunter, Gearhead is definitely a bow you need to check out. Gearhead bows are engineered to be ahead of the game on the newest tech available out there. Gearhead shoots for 100% customer satisfaction every day. They are constantly looking at ways to keep Gearhead bows quiet, deadly accurate, and affordable.
I can go to a Cubs game, it's fine.
Head over to your nearest
I
dealer
can't
like
watch
Archery
it.
Field
They've slowed it
and Sports
down
in
so
Altoona,
much.
Iowa, or go online to www.gearheadarchery.com. Stack the deck on your
There's
next
only
hunt
one
with
guy
Gearhead.
hitting home runs
Shop
anymore.
online at gearheadarchery.com or locally at Archery Field and Sports in Altoona.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday morning. I hate the new pitch clock and I'm telling you, it's slow, Aaron. It's just slow. Give me football. Give me football, or give me a sitting in a tree stand during the rut. That's the most two exciting things. You know, I saw this great video of this guy was scouting and a rutting moose came up on him. I got to go back moose hunting, man. That is the freaking most awesome thing. And I mean, I've had elk right behind me, and I've been blessed enough to get 2 elk in my life up in Colorado. But I mean, it's just those rutting moose, they're just so freaking. It's like a tank behind you, and they're. It's just and I got close, but I didn't. I got to see them, which was cool. But yeah, man. Hopefully, the good Lord lets me do it one more time. So,
hoping so.
I just want to get one moose. You know.
Go for gold.
Well, it's just so darn expensive. Skippy's trying to work something out for. He's got a guide up in Alaska that owns a guide service, and he wants Skip to come up and do a moose caribou hunt. And I'm trying to butt in on it. It's like, hey, Skippy, don't forget your little buddy. Can I go?
You're never the little buddy in the story.
Yeah, don't forget your little buddy. I'm getting old, Skippy.
Now's the time.
Yeah. I called him this week and said just see what was going on. He goes, I want to rock. Woo! It's like talking to Twisted Sister, man. What was that song, Twister? We ain't gonna take it. Yeah. Morning, Dan from the ground blind. Chuck, good morning, buddy. I hope you get it. Good luck.
Go get it.
Antlers away. Hey, speaking of good luck, Josh Martin, man. Josh smoked a big one in Kansas. Josh, if you hear this, good luck. Congratulations, buddy. That was a nice buck, man. Good stuff. Oh, let's see. Black and white, Christian and Bristol. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, the last couple days, to use Dan Get One at NorlanderSocks.com. Hey, I know it's not seasonably cold yet. It's coming. And Dan Get One code. Use that code if you buy 2 socks at NorlanderSocks.com. You get 1 pair free. And tell them I sent you. Make sure you tell them Outdoors Dan. You heard it from the Outdoors Dan show. I'm going to start doing a boot contest. If you do it this weekend, you get a pair free, and you get a chance. I'm going to do another boot contest. So I'll do the first 6 people that will do it. Email me an order. It's got to be on September 28th or 29th. and I'll put you in the drawing. So you'll have a 1 in 6 chance of winning a pair of boots. How about that? That's a good deal. Let's see. I don't want to do the fish report yet. I was supposed to go fishing Monday. I'm not going to be able to do that. Can I give a really nice thank you to Dr. Sloan over at Carlisle Veterinary Clinic? I started taking Raven over there. This is our 3rd time. She is so nice. And Raven loves her over there. Raven's just been acting weird all week. So Jenny and I were kind of freaking out. So I went over, made an appointment, took him in there, and he just, you know what? Why is it when you take them to the vet, they get all energetic and happy, and it's like, you know, they're dragging their head at the house for 3 days, worrying you, and then it's like, okay, so maybe all I needed to do was have her check his temperature and hit his reset button. You know, that lab of mine, I'm telling you. All right, we got open phone lines if you want to call in and say hi. 244-1350, 244-1350. If you want to call in, I would love to do that. We do have a new sponsor on the show I want to tell you about. It's Gold Tip Arrows. I will be giving away some Gold Tip Arrows probably towards Christmas, okay? And and then we'll probably give some away before turkey season. So make sure you're listening. And Andrew had an announcement about the app, the Outdoor Call Radio app. What was that, Andrew?
Yeah, just make sure to continually go back and check it out, especially Saturdays, because that's always the week behind for right now. If you've missed anything, go back, check it out. All the great guests that are there. It's set up just like the show now. So you'll have our different segments, and then of course a lot of just different announcements, of course, along the way. Plus, check out Saturday, Sunday as well, and all the themed days as you go. It's really kind of a cool thing as always. So make sure to continually listen. If you missed a guest, you can always go back the next week. The following week will be there.
Yeah. Aaron, I don't care if you buy a gift box. The order has to be dated today or tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. Good morning, Roger, up in New York, buddy. Roger's getting excited because he's going to be going to Triple H Outfitters. Hey, speaking of that, I'm starting to get people asking about Bowstring Adventures. I'm giving away a $4,000 whitetail hunt to Kansas this year. If you send me some footage to use on Bowstring Adventures, that's going to be that new YouTube channel show I'm starting. If I use your footage, you'll be in a drawing, and it's super easy, folks. All I need is an opening. I just need some cutaways of you panning left to right in your tree stand. Maybe take a little bit of video of you using your optics or your grunt call. I don't care. You do get special points if you're using a Rupert's Roost and Peace grunt call. You don't have to, but you do get. I'm going to give everybody a couple more points, and I'll explain that later. And then if you get your deer encounters, I only need like 10-15 minutes of video. It's not like you got to do a lot. It's not a lot. It's not going to be a big file folder for you. I need the shot and the recovery, and all I need on the recovery is just you walking up to the deer, grabbing the deer real quick, and saying, "Hey, what a great hunt!" And just something short and sweet. And if I use it on the show, chances are, if you send it to me, I'm going to pretty much use it. Just do me a favor, no F-bombs, okay? And just make sure you put the deer's tongue back in its mouth when you're doing the recovery. Just be a little tasteful about it. And then we'll go from there. But I will draw in the first quarter next year. And it doesn't matter, just make sure you're using at least a camera with 1080 capability. It doesn't have to be 4K. I had somebody ask me about that the other day. All right? But we want this to be fun, and no, you don't have to use a gearhead. Skippy said he opened it up for everybody. So it doesn't matter if you're shooting a Bowtech or if you're shooting a Matthews. It doesn't matter. You can, or a crossbow. What?
We just had a listener question.
Oh, okay. And just let me know. All right. If you need help, just email me or whatever. But that would be awesome. So, because that way I'd like to do as many episodes as we can, and that way it's not all me all the time. I get tired of it. Andrew gets tired of it.
What?
What? So, Bowstring Adventures. It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then whoever wins that hunt will be for 2026. So the reason we're doing that, so that'll give you time to put in for the draw, and that way you'll get a preference point for Kansas. And then in 2026 you'll draw for sure, and then we'll be out there with you. So, no extra points for using Gearhead. Sure, you get extra points for using Gearhead, Rob. Sure you do. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do that, Andrew. What extra points should I? Here's what I'll do. If you use a Rupert's it's not Rust.
That's all, folks.
Son, I said, son. Can't you talk, son? If you use a Rupert's Rut in Peace grunt call or a Gearhead bow, I'll put an extra drawing in for you. How's that? Is that fair?
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
I think it's very.
And I'm going to have more than one prize, so I probably, if I get 4 or 5 people to give me footage, I'll be lucky. So your odds of winning will be pretty good. So, Hoyt's doing something. He said, "Oh, Hoyt's got a deer down. There's a deer down. There you go. Congrats." What was Philip doing? Philip said something. Philip Van commented on your photo. Yeah, buddy, I know firsthand. My dad passed when he was 51. Thinking about your buddy, so little. Thank you, P. Vitty. That's nice of you, old Philip Vanderpool. Nice guy. All right, 7:31 and some change. Are you paying attention? There you go, 244-1350. We'll be right back on ESPN.
If you're into cooking wild game or grilling, you'd probably love to transform your wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best tasting sausage, smoke sticks, or jerky around.
Oh, that's nice.
High
Okay.
Mountain Seasonings offers simple, easy to use kits that are used at home, including 3 different sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steaks or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs for deer, elk, or your favorite steaks. High Mountain has also just introduced taco and fajita blends that are spicy across the country. High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse or at your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to HIMTNJerky.com for recipes and to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers. Imperial RV also features a full-service center ready for any repair that your RV might have. Imperial RV can finance on-site to help you with all your financing needs. They also have a full-service parts department for anything you might need to keep your camper going. They're open Monday through Saturday, located at 1727 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Please call them at 515-966-2424
Morning, Dale.
or check them out online at Imperial.
Oh, thank you, Skippy P. We tried calling you, Skippy.
Imperial RV Center in Ankeny, making memories to last a lifetime.
Let's talk about a story. An Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas, Revelton Distilling visitors
Skippy said good morning on the live stream.
profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton
Probably
Distillery
woke
is
him
open
up.
Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay
That boy's
Street,
in the
right
shop
off
working at
I-95.
2 in the morning,
Revelton
3 in the
Distillery
morning. I told him he
wines
needs to quit
are also
doing that.
available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at ReveltonDistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If
If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
Hi, this is your old friend Speed over at Speed's Golf Cars, located in Wall Lake, Iowa. Just stop on over here. We've got a nice selection of new and used golf carts. We're a club car dealer, so we've got a nice selection of new onward cars, as well as a good mix of utility carts as well. We've got a number of pre-owned golf carts in all types of price ranges. Available with fancy wheels, stereo. We've got it here at Speed's. Let the folks at Speed's handle your golf cart needs. Check out our website for a complete inventory at speedsgolfcars.com.
When you're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure, there's one place in Ankeny that's your one-stop outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success. Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known brands that have been tried and proven in the field and on the water. Smokers and grills that will cook all your meat easy to prepare. Kayaks and boat gear are also on hand to help you find more fish when you go wet a line. Sportsman's Warehouse has all the footwear and clothing choices at great prices that will make sure you are outdoors in comfort and style. If you're traveling, you can also go shop 24/7 at sportsmanswarehouse.com. So next time you're planning your next outdoor adventure, make sure that you check out Sportsman's Warehouse in Ankeny.
Hey guys, it's Outdoors Dan. Hope you're all doing well this fine September morning. Hey, we got a great deal coming up September 28th through October 31st. It's the Fall Walleye Classic. That's right, the Fall Walleye Classic brought on by the Midwest Walleye Challenge. Up to $10,000 in prizes for longest walleye, random draws, most water bodies fished, tough luck contest. I kind of fit in that category. I'm always having some tough luck. They're going to be weekly.
Always having some tough luck.
You can do this for free or do it for $25. So all you got to do is just go download the iCatch mobile app on your device, and then take a picture of a walleye on a measuring board and post it to the app, and you're set. It's really, really easy. It is the Fall Walleye Classic, brought to you by the Midwest Walleye Challenge, September 28th through October 31st. What a great time to go catch a walleye, and what a line. We'll see you next time.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, this segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Closed Eyes Outfitters. Chris Taperna is your guy if you're going out to Western Pennsylvania, and you're going to feel so relaxed when you leave at Closed Eyes Outfitters. That's right, they'll take you out to the blind, they'll bring you a big old sack lunch, get you a big old easy chair, and just tell you to sit there, close your eyes, and relax for 5 or 6 hours of some exceptional hunting. You might not see anything, but you're going to hear some wonderful sounds and sights. Closed Eyes Outfitters. You leave here rested, and you leave here as a friend. Give them a call, Chris Taperna, everybody. I need to thank here. I got to let him listen to the live stream. Wait. There we go. Yeah. I can't text this morning. All right. What did I do with my little messenger? There you go. I need to say congratulations to 8-year-old Boone Spittler. His dad is Brian Spittler. They just shot a really, really nice deer out there. I believe they're in West Virginia. So congrats there, buddy. Boone, that's awesome, man. Good luck the rest of the season, and you keep hunting, young man. That's awesome. I saw a picture. Hoyt sent me a picture of your deer. That is awesome. That is awesome. Just told him on this. Just told him congrats on the show. There you go. Yeah. Boone's got it going on. Nice buck. That's all right. So I had a couple of questions about travel corridors and pinch points. Travel corridors is something that you really want to focus now. I'm hoping that you got all your stands and stuff already placed right now, because I don't know if I'd be out there tramping around your woods that you're going to be hunting here our season opens next week. October 1st is just a couple days. So hopefully you got your stuff. But travel corridors is what you want to do. Whenever you get out to your farm, you want to get to where you know the deer are bedding at to where the food sources are. Now, that can change a little bit from crop to oaks. If you got acorns out there, if you got oak trees, you need to have a stand set for your oak ridges or your oak flats, and you need to have a couple stand sets for different wind directions over there. What's Chris laughing about? He's probably about the Christopher thing. Seeing small bucks and little does. There you go. Rob's seeing that in PA. Just get yourself set up for a couple different wind directions. That way you don't have to worry about boogering yourself if you're going out there. But a travel corridor is basically when the deer get up from their beds and they're going to travel that corridor to the food source. So it's usually, you're welcome, Hoyt. It's usually a little narrow gap of timber, okay, like a finger, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, it could be whatever, but try to get into the middle. Look for the deer trails. Look for the primary and secondary deer trails, and just try to be 18 to 20 yards off the trail, either way, if you can. And you should be golden. A pinch point is where you got a piece of property. If you look on Onyx and you can look at the topography of your property, a pinch point is something that narrows down to nothing, to a point. That's why they call it. It pinches down. Those are really nice because that gives the deer less of an area to go. They have to go through that pinch point to get to where they're going. Those are awesome for bow hunting. So that's the difference, and that's a couple things that you can do to focus to give yourself a little more opportunity. So, but it's very vital that you set up for different wind directions, not just for one, because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to hunt that except for the prime winds. Nothing, in my humble opinion, nothing messes up a hunter more than getting scented by a deer. Movement's critical sometimes. Don't always go into your stand the same way. Don't educate the deer because they can pattern you as much as you can pattern them. But if you go in different directions, it just keeps your scent down to a minimum, and you're not burning out that spot. So anyway, yep. Chris says yep. Closed Eyes Outfitters. Where did that come from? All right. So Ken is dating Chris's daughter, and Megan, out there. And turkey season, they sent me a picture of Chris. I guess he had Megan turkey hunting out there. But anyway, they sent me a picture of him sleeping in the blind. He's got his arms folded. He's got his hat down. Instead of guiding, he's snoring. So I did a thing for turkey season about Closed Eyes Outfitters. That's my buddy Chris. I got to give him trouble whenever I can. So. But that's really not a real outfitting business. I love it when a doe blows at me and she gets the thumb down and she ends up on my dinner plate. Yeah, they start blowing, man. It's in my humble opinion, I don't think there's a smarter critter in the woods than a mature white-tailed doe. They are always looking around. They're always scent checking. They're always, deer's range of vision is amazing. Look up how far a deer can see. They can actually see somewhat behind them. I think it's at 180 degrees. I remember that right. So even with their head down, they can still see what's going on to the side. So, they're just if you can fool a white-tailed deer's eyes and nose and ears, you've already had a major accomplishment, in my opinion. It's crazy. All right, I tell you what. Who wants to go see a wild game? Let's go wild. Let's go wild. I've got tickets for opening night. That is going to be Saturday. You don't have to come and pick them up at the studio. I'm going to text them or email them right to you. So it is Saturday, October 12th. And Danny got on me. Are we going to go to a game this year? We didn't go to a game last year. So I was working, son. And Andrew, it's been what, 2 seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all need to go to a game this year. All right. So if you want to go Saturday, October 12th, these are my seats. I'm going to give you, and I've got. What did I give you?
Sunday.
What date?
Let me check. Bring that up here. I had the 13th.
Why is that still showing up?
10/13. I got them.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't refresh the page. All right, if you want tickets for opening night, Saturday, October 12th, just call Andrew right now, 244-1350, 244-1350. I'll give you all 4 seats, and just go there, just promote the Outdoor Call radio. Just say, we love the Outdoor Call. 244-1350, yeah. There you go.
Get the caca.
Yeah, caca, caca. It's the call of the outdoors. Yeah. All right. Saturday, October 12th, 244-1350. And again, you don't have to pick them up. We're going to send them right to your email or your phone, and you'll have them. So, and then we'll give some away next week for October 23rd.
And make sure when you get these, do not delete.
Yeah, don't delete the tickets, because once I send them, I can't get them back.
They're out of your hands.
It's out of my hands. Yeah.
So really be careful about it.
Yeah, don't delete the text or don't delete the email.
Like, leave it in there until after the game is done.
Yeah,
in case.
Just in case. All right, 7:45 and some change. Let me hit a break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Strings and cables make or break your bow setup. You want a string and cable that does not stretch and is reliable, so when your bow is tuned, it stays that way. You need gas bow strings.
You know how I went
They're
to
stable,
that,
consistent, and reliable strings and cables.
Savannah Banana?
Their ticket system will not let you see the ticket until 24 hours in advance.
So next time you order
you have to go through like 3 different levels of confirming that this is you.
People trying to steal them?
I mean, they're so paranoid about scalping and all that they
In the mood for a great
They
family
also don't
treat or a
have
special
any
gift
fees
idea? Hop on over to the Lollipop store, located at 647
the
South
guy,
Lincoln
if
Boulevard.
you delete the text that you get from the transfer, it's also done. You cannot do anything with it. So this guy waited for years to get the tickets, got some of the buddy who got it, transferred it over, he deleted the text.
Harley and his crew can help you pick out the perfect variety pack, tin or gift package.
Those are hard to get.
They're impossible because you have to get on a wait system just to buy them, and then when you get there,
nobody calls.
When it's from Lollipop. It's the same great popcorn you'll find at the Iowa State Games, locally grown and popped to perfection. Lollipop can help with any special occasion, corporate events, and special fundraising for your school. For more information, contact Lollipop at 515-262-3243 or go online at lollipop.com. Lollipop, great tasting popcorn from Iowa since 1969. Are you getting ready for hunting season? Well, you've done your homework, and now the time is getting close. One thing after you've harvested that deer or wild game, where are you going to take it? Well, I have an answer. The Milo Locker in Milo, Iowa. The Milo Locker has been processing wild game and general locker animals for over 15 years. Daryl and Angie are the owners, and they take great pride in the fact that they do everyone's order the way the customer wants it.
There you go, Hoyt. Tell them good luck.
Deer, moose, elk, or even bear, processed and hand-wrapped, cut to your specifications. If you like tasty snacks, Daryl does a great job making snack sticks, summer sausage, and jerky with all sorts of cheese and spice combinations. They do a ton of deer each year at the Milo Locker, and they do each order like it was their own. So if you get lucky this year and need a good locker, try the Milo Locker. Check them out today or just give them a call at 641-942-6231. And you're on your way to some great eating.
Heading on your next adventure, looking for some snacks to take.
Another big break?
Snack that tastes great,
No,
gives you
like
protein,
2 spots.
and is easy to pack.
So just get out at 57.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy jerky is slow.
I was going to say, I thought it was on time.
No, you were doing good. Just like 2 spots, Soldier Boy and
Soldier Boy beef jerky offers the following flavors: sweet heat, original, maple, or pepper flavors that will satisfy. Yeah, I had 3 guys on questionables this week, and they all got off the. They're all going to play.
I saw that. Like, this is like I didn't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it now.
No, sure. This week he gets everybody hurt. Yeah. I know how you are.
I went, really?
Yeah. I do the same thing.
I mean, seriously, no one touched our score totals. No one touched. You and I, we had the highest score totals. No one else came close. and then I lose the only one who has a better husband.
Our dogs are part of the family, and we want to protect them at all times. Do you live in an area that you want to keep open and not have a traditional fence to protect your
this
pet?
week?
No worries.
Jacko.
Call Chris
you
at
got
Pet
Jackie.
Stop of Des Moines. Chris Boltra is the owner
Yep,
of the Pet
and
Stop
if
franchise
Kittle
in the
comes
Des Moines
back
area
and is
has been keeping pets
his
safe
normal
for
self.
over 19 years. A Pet Stop system.
Well, you might be good if Kittle's playing, because Debo might be out still.
No, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
The Pet Stop system is under
Isn't somebody else hurt too?
and easy to maintain. Plus,
Yes,
with a
but I can't
friendly
remember who
user
that
app
is.
on your
I
phone,
mean,
you can
obviously
customize the
McCaffrey.
Pet Stop system to help your dogs enjoy their
He's not
playtime
coming
and
back
stay
right now, is he?
safe at the same time. For more information on how to
Yeah,
protect
you
your
lost
buddy
Tank
and
Dell
keep
too.
your home looking
I know,
great,
I
call
went.
515-975-2190
That's turning into be a
or go
worse
online at
thing here.
petstop.com. Pet Stop of Des Moines. Outdoors Dan recommended and Raven approved.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. Secret listener contest winner, Isaac Williams from Des Moines. Congratulations, Isaac. Isaac got him a $50 gift card to Game High Clothing.
All right, everybody, stop clapping.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
We keep him here only for that.
I think I only had like 25 people email me this week. Usually I get 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, down a little bit this week.
Been a light week.
Yeah, everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. Fishing reports brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. I talked to I didn't talk to them. I got an email from the new GM. They got a new GM at the Ankeny store. I need to go up there and say hi to Mr. John. The Bait Caddy, Trica Fishing, Race Sport Marine in Grand Rapids helping me do the fish reports. Black Hawk Lake, water temperature is going to be in the 70s. Crappie bite is fair. Bluegill are slow. Largemouth bass are slow. Walleye are fair. Brushy Creek, black crappie bite is fair. Crappie are in 10 to 15 feet of water. Gills are slow. Bass are fair. Soft plastics and deeper weed lines, rock and brush piles in 8 to 15 feet of water. Walleye are slow, picking up walleye in 10 to 15 on rock piles and brush. And yellow perch are fair. Crawford Creek impoundment, bluegill are fair. North Twin Lake, catfish are fair. Storm Lake, black crappie bite is slow. Channel catfish bite is fair. Largemouth bass are slow. Walleye are fair. White bass are fair. They're catching walleyes on cranks or crawler harnesses, so you control a little bit with those. West Okoboji, crappie bite is fair. Gills are good. Pumpkin seeds are good. Walleye are fair. Perch are fair. Some sorting may be needed. Green Valley Lake, gills are slow. Bass are slow. Little River Watershed Lake, the bluegill bite is slow. Bass are slow. Finessing plastics along near weed lines to catch all sorts of bass. Scum frogs are also working early morning, late evening. 3 Mile Lake, walleye are slow. 12 Mile, largemouth bass are slow. They're catching bass up to 19 inches with jig or finesse plastics on the rock piles. Uh-oh. Skippy just sent me a thing. What is that? Ooh, what's that? What's that, Skippy? What is that? Looks like is that a crossbow he's building? I don't know. Could be a crossbow. Looks like he's got a Predator dip crossbow. Oh, that's kind of cool. Is that a Predator? Well, we ain't got time. I was gonna, darn it, Skip. You should have answered the phone. It looks like a Predator. I'm telling you what, his crossbows. If you haven't watched that when we were down at Knox County Whitetails a couple weekends ago, you need to go check my video out on my Facebook timeline and listen to how quiet that crossbow is. That is the quietest crossbow you'll ever hear in your life. Good morning, Hank. Oh, Hank at Revelton. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to do the Whitetails and Whiskey event with Jordan Rowe this year. Jordan did not draw a governor's tag. So part of the deal was he wanted to come up to Iowa to hunt, and we were going to film the show for Respect the Game TV. But Jordan, since he didn't draw, he's going to keep touring. He did say he would try to do it next year, so hopefully he gets a governor's tag next year because we'd like to do that every year. Larry Mack said he's going to try and talk to a couple CM country music people that he knows over in Nashville, and because once we get that rolling, that's going to be a fun event. It'd be like 100 people. You get to hear some of your more famous country people coming in, doing an acoustic deal, talking whitetail hunting, and so that's what's going on with that. Unfortunately, we're going to have to try to do it again next year. So, hey, and Revelton's got some new stuff coming out that you're going to want to pay attention. Revelton Distillery. Make sure you get on their social media and wait for the announcement. Good morning, Pete. Pete sent me $50, Andrew. I had the high score in that league. High score gets $50. So I got half of my entry fee back already.
When are you going to start doing that?
I'm not doing that. We're doing whoever wins the division gets, what is it? Gets $50. Is it $50?
This is news to me.
No, 25. Remember we raised it from 30 to 35.
Mm-hmm.
So the winner of each division, there's 2 divisions. The top team will get $25.
All right.
Yeah. So it would be me and somebody else. Well, who's leading the division?
Right. I was going to say right now that rings true. Yeah. So
Andrew's in second place.
Well, I'm trying to get out of your shadow.
Yeah, you are.
Woo.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. So Pete, thank you. I did get that $50. So thank you. I'll be able to buy eggs this week. Did you see? Hey, eggs are $4 a carton now. Did you see that? That's stupid.
That's that's
insane.
It is insane. Hey, and I'm going to say this. I know I told you I'm not going to get political, so I'm not going to talk about candidates or anything. But I'm just telling you right now, groceries are off, and it's not the grocery stores. I know somebody that works in grocery. They get maybe a 1% profit at the stores, 1.5%. They're not gouging anybody. The blame is elsewhere. So when you hear people blaming people for gouging, they're lying to your face. That's all I'm going to say.
great.
So yeah, that's ridiculous. I'll tell you, I know what it is because it's the energy. If people are paying that much for diesel and gas and stuff to ship stuff, that gets passed along. That's what it is. I mean, even an idiot with a 3rd grade education like me can figure that one out. Just remember when they say you can't pat yourself on the back without breaking your arms. Come on, that's fake news. No, he said, haha. That's not fake news, brother. That's the truth. All right, hey, we got to go take a break. I got a Rupert's Roost and Pea grunt call. Roost and Pea? Did I say Roost and Pea? Yeah. I did. I said a roost. We're going to give away a Rupert's Roost and Pea. It's a Rupert's Rut and Peace grunt call.
Gross.
Yeah. Wait till he hears that. I'll never hear the end of that one. We'll be right back with Eric Griggs from Gas Bowstrings on 1350 ESPN.
That big buck has
Roost and Pea. I'm losing it.
Have you heard of Pure Whitetail? Pure Whitetail can help you see more deer and target that buck that haunts you. Pure Whitetail has some of the best deer scents.
Pure Whitetail, baby. Woo! I got the hoodie.
Scrapes that will help you see more deer.
I'm so happy to wear a hoodie. When it's hoodie weather, I'm happy.
Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few. Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or scrapes. Try the White Lightning Estrus scent. It's a proven scent that bucks can't resist. Pure Whitetail is more than scents. It's a community of hunters that are family. Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer. Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family.
Oh, I'm telling you, Chris, it's ridiculous, buddy.
Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love to hunt, join the Pure Whitetail family today.
That more the Roost and Pea makes sense. I get you, buddy. Well, it's because I had like 2 hours sleep last night. I can't think. It's all cobweb this morning. Even coffee's not open.
The Bait Caddy is an amazing bait system that you can use for open water fishing or ice fishing that keeps your minnows, leeches, shiners, and bait fresh while you fish. The Bait Caddy has a clear UV-resistant housing that lets you see your bait at all times. Its large lid allows easy access to your bait and keeps it handy and flush in 8 to 10 inch ice holes. No loose parts, it's self-filling, then it floats. Plus, it's made not to crack, warp, or fade. The Bait Caddy will fit in your live well or troll easy alongside your boat, and it's made in the USA. The Bait Caddy has a lifetime warranty and will be a bait system your friends will want. For more information, please go online to www.baitcaddy.com. The Bait Caddy, easy access to your bait, made in Minnesota and keeps your bait fresh all day.
Just got a minute left.
Hey everybody, it's Outdoors Dan. Have you been one of the few that have raised your hands to serve? Well, first off, thank you for your service. Everyone at MoVet Outdoors has been working hard to continue their mission since it started in 2019. MoVet Outdoors is a group of veterans that want to support vets after service by taking them on outdoor activities, providing camaraderie for vets with other vets, and a supportive environment. At MoVet Outdoors, you can go on hunting and fishing trips, survival school, golfing trips, even take part in the archery range. There's also great fishing tournament every year and other contests for vets to take part in. MoVet Outdoors is building a new lodge in Lincoln County, Missouri, and has plans for another in the future to support vets and their community. So, if you're a veteran or active duty and would like to join a great group of fellow veterans, look up MoVet Outdoors on Facebook and send them a message. MoVet Outdoors has been working hard with vets every week to continue their great mission.
There you go. There you go, Rick.
KRNT
Tell him thanks for his service, Chris.
FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines Sports Leader, a Des Moines Media Group station. This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN and on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday all across the good old US of A. Hour number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Gearhead Archery. Have you gone and tried a Gearhead bow yet? Have you went out to Archery Field and Sports or a dealer near you? And if they don't have Gearhead, ask for them and see if they'll get one in. And I'm just telling you, it's engineered like no other bow. And honestly, and if you missed this, if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. And if you missed the show last week, I said this on the air, and I truly mean it with 100% of my heart. I have never told a manufacturer, you don't need to send me anything else. This is what I'm going to shoot I want to shoot this the next couple of years. I've never told a bow company that. I was with Matthews forever. I was with another bow company for 8 years. I've never told anybody at those companies, don't send me the new bow. I always enjoyed getting the new bow. I don't want another bow unless Skippy comes out with something that is going to be off the charts and he needs me to promote it. That Pivot 24 Carbon is the quietest, most accurate bow I've ever shot in my life, and it weighs nothing. It's so easy to pack around. If you want to see what a grid hunting bow made in Wisconsin looks like, I want you to go check out gearheadarchery.com. And Skippy Peterson's the owner-operator. When you call Gearhead, you actually talk to the man that signs the checks and makes everything. You get to talk to the owner. And Skip will do anything and everything he can to make sure you're happy with a Gearhead purchase. Gearhead Archery, they do make a difference. Check them out. All right, hey, we're going to go to the phones, and we're going to go talk to, this will be a first time on the show, I believe. And that's Mr. Eric Griggs at Gas Bowstrings. Eric, what's up, buddy?
Good morning. How are you?
You know, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Did you get your power back up?
There's power here at the shop. I still don't have any power at home. Thankful for the generator that kept us rolling yesterday and last night. But yeah, no, we're off power yesterday. We've got pretty much a full crew back here on Saturday working. That combination to lose a day of production because of power and also be, backed up on orders. So
yeah,
not great timing, but
was that because of the storm?
Yeah, we had some bad storms come through. I guess just the same stuff that was that was south of us. But yeah, it's trees leveled on houses and
wow.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, hey, we can sympathize with you. We've been having some bad weather in Iowa the last couple of years, so totally understand. I'm glad everybody's okay, and it'll be all right. So I'm glad that's all. Hey, first of all, I want to tell you thank you. I enjoy shooting my bow with those gas bowstrings. That string and cable you were kind enough to make for me and send. I mean, Eric, you've been around in the industry for a long time. I've been around for 26 years. I mean, we've both been around for a while. And I've shot some good strings and cables. And in full disclosure, Eric is a partner on the shows now. He was kind enough to come on a few months ago. But I'm telling you what, folks, I got zero peep rotation with that string and cable. And the performance out of my bow, Eric, part of it is because of that string and cable. So thank you so much for a quality product.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for recognizing a quality product.
Well, I'm just telling you right now. You know what? Larry McCoy, I called Larry and I got those in, and Skip made me a carbon pivot 24 with them. And I called McCoy and I said, "Have you shot gas bowstrings?" He goes, "Yeah, I've shot them." I go, "What's your opinion?" He goes, "They're one of." He goes, "In my humble opinion." Now this is Larry talking. He goes, "They're the best string and cable on the market." That's what Larry said. And all the shops that I've talked to a couple different shops. Everybody is impressed with the production quality, and your staff down there. I called and talked to a couple different people. You got some great people answering the phones down there, Eric.
We've got a great team, and that's one of the things that we've worked hard to build. Over the years here is a great team. It's one of those things when you're really really small, you can do everything yourself, and as you grow, you have to scale. And one of the things with being scalable is putting the right people in the right places and having an amazing team. Otherwise, it's never going to work.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about strings and cable. What makes what people need to look for quality when we talk about quality? And there's some people. Mark makes good strings and cables down at Archery Field and Sports himself. But there's people out there doing it. But what do they need to look for, Eric, in a good string and cable system where they're going to get top performance out of their equipment?
So really, it's going to come down to the process and the people building them. There's a few different companies might have a proprietary material or something that's a little bit different from the next guy. But at the end of the day, everybody's really running with the same basic materials. And when I say that, there's only a few outliers there on the materials themselves. As long as your string builder is using the best materials and 452X from BCY and Halo servings and some of these other things, I mean you're going to be able to build a good set of strings and cables with those materials. So beyond that, then it really just comes down to the process and then the people building them.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things that a lot of people bring up, and they'll have, there's kind of a stigma about larger string companies saying, well, I like my guy because it's just one set of hands, right? I know the guy that he took the order, he built the strings, he's put his name on them, and that's what that is. Well, and I will say this, if and a lot of people have come to me over the years, smaller string builders who have been a one-man operation or a husband and wife, or just have one person work for them, and they've said, what does it take to scale and grow to that next level? How do you get bigger? And I said, well, I mean, are you the magic that's behind your strings? Are you what makes your strings great? He said, well, yes. So then you don't have you don't have any growth opportunity unless you can teach somebody else to do exactly what you do in the way that you do it. Then pretty much what you have is you have a one-man operation, and that's where we went back, understanding, to work with the dealers and to be able to create a scalable system. We had to have a process. So, we designed specialized equipment and, did a lot of things in our process that takes out a lot of the human error. So a lot of the human element that comes in from building a set of strings, where one person can be slightly inconsistent from the next to the next, we eliminated that in the process that we have. So, that really comes down to, when you're looking at strings, it's not materials, it's the build process and then the people you have building it. And as far as the people go, one of the things that we have an interesting scenario here where we are. We've got about 55 employees, and all but 8 or 9 of those are string production employees. We have some that are newer that have less than a year experience, ones that we hired on this year. We also have a lot of string builders that have over a decade of experience. Some, I think, 12 years or whatever. Heck, myself, I've been building strings for 30 years. So if you combine our average experience across the board, our average string builder, it'll be like an average of 5 years. So the other thing, for us is accountability. So every string that gets built, so your string, for example, for your gearhead, the last set that we built for you, if you said, hey, listen, I've got an issue with this, I can go back and I can see who laid the string out, as far as the first process, who did the finishing, and who did the QC. So everybody is accountable. And our string makers, our string builders, they're well compensated for what they do. We're not all about, running $12 to $15 employees that are running on an hourly rate. We give these guys a platform and a place to come, do their craft, understanding that they are all accountable for the work that they do, and they get paid for the number of quality sets that they build. We have a full-time QC team, so anything that doesn't pass QC gets kicked back. Mm-hmm. And again, everybody signs their build form, so they're all accountable. So what we have is a scalable process and a scalable operation with a bunch of really good string builders, the best string builders in the world. I'd put them against anybody, but the thing of it is that you couldn't tell the difference between a string built, by one person versus a string built by the other. They're going to look identical to one another, and they're going to have the exact same, quality and everything else. The only way that we can tell is that we know who built it because of who signs the build form. So I say that, when I say the stigma of, one set of hands and everything else, yeah, we have a large operation, but we're not mass produced. We have a bunch of people who are really good at building custom strings. And that's really what you want to look for. I mean, at the end of the day, it is process and it's who's building, and it's support after the fact. The one inevitable in those strings is going to be that, there's going to be a time you can get 10 great sets of strings. Eventually, you're going to get a string that's going to probably have an issue with it somewhere along the line. It is what it is. How is that company going to, take care of that for you? You may order the wrong size, or it may come in and there's a miscommunication, or you've got a can that's acting up and sharp posts or something like that's cutting it and all these things. Is your string company going to say, yeah, sorry man, that's not on me, or are they going to say, you know what, I see your problem, we're going to work with you to fix it and help you so it doesn't happen again? And I think that's where that's really what sets the difference apart from different string makers.
Yeah, well, customer service after the sale is very important. Scott in Oklahoma wants to know: do you make strings for Excalibur crossbows?
Yeah, we do, lots of them. Yes, we do.
Okay, Scotty. He said, yeah, just go to Gas Bow Strings website, and you can probably get everything right there that you need, Scotty. Make sure you tell them they heard about it on the show. I'm kidding. I got 2 hours sleep last night, Eric. I can't talk this morning. It's crazy. It's one of the things, you're a professional archer. I mean, you've won major tournaments in your career, and the reason I think that people need to pay attention to the strings and cables, one, whatever you got on your bow right now, make sure you're waxing that string and you're conditioning that string when you're out there hunting or you just don't want to get out there and start shooting your bow. You want to wax that string at least once a month, or make sure that string is well taken care of, and your cables too. When you get string stretch and stuff, you get your bow. You work so hard to get your bow tuned and get your arrows hitting where you want behind the pin, and then you don't take care of your strings and your cables, or you have something that's not of a higher quality. Then that your bow tune can change within a few weeks of shooting, and then you're going to have to go back and redo all that again. That to me is why it's important to find a good string and cable partner.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you said a few weeks. Honestly, it can happen over the course of a day. You see it all the time. Which is why we're in business, right? I mean, if there wasn't a need for quality strings beyond what the OEM manufacturers provide, we wouldn't even have a business.
Right.
But you see it all the time. People will on a hunting trip, for example, they'll set their bow up and they'll go out there and they'll be in some kind of weather temperature wise that they've not been exposed to, prior to, and their bow comes, out of tune. And that's a problem. You see it on the tournament trail a lot. People you go to the first really hot ASA tournament of the year. When the temperature is up, and look around at some of the bow presses that are around the tournament village, and you'll see that they're used on a very regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's adjusting timing, and they're doing this and that because everything's moving. So, that's something. That's a peace of mind that really, when you've experienced that with a good set of strings and cables, and when you put them on, you've shot them in just a little bit, and you're like, you know what, I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a level of confidence that comes along with that you know this is not something that I've got to worry about. I mean, and that's really it. At the end of the day, bow strings aren't going to, they're not going to, they're not going to wash and wax your car. I mean, these things are, the only time that you really think about your strings is when they fail, right? When they're failing you, when they creep, when they elongate, or there's serving separation, or there's something bad going on. That's the thing. You notice them then. Otherwise, really the best set of strings that you could imagine. No news is good news, right? So a set of strings that you just put on there, forget about it, and don't worry about them, and they're good until you swap them out.
Yeah, Darren Christenberry and Nathan Brooks are good friends of mine, and they did a show with me called Target Talk for 2.5 years, and I don't know how many times Darren, Darren and Nathan, they're always at the big shoots, and Darren's always constantly talking about conditioning or wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, and I mean he's the same thing, Eric. I mean they'll have a bad round. They go back to their truck, tear their bow down, and rebuild it, and get sighted back in before the next day. I mean, I want to know when. I'm never going to do that because I'm not a professional archer. I just play one on TV. But I want to know when I pick up my bow, when I pull it back, my string peep is where it needs to be, and you are only as good as the confidence you have in your setup. And if you start doubting your equipment, that's going to play a factor in you being able to put that arrow where you need to be, because you're not going to perform at a top level. But if you have 100% confidence that when you draw back and you put that pin behind that deer's shoulder, that arrow is going to hit that mark, you're going to be a way more competent a bow hunter or archer, whether you're shooting a live animal or you're on the 3D course. So wouldn't you agree with that?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
No, confidence is key. I mean, doing it for a long time, I can tell you the difference between an individual that's out there that's shooting, has the confidence in his equipment, his or her equipment, and that whole side, as opposed to when somebody doesn't have confidence. I mean, it all falls apart.
Yeah.
And so it's an important aspect for sure.
Yeah. If you start playing head games with your bow archery stuff, you're done. Hey, Eric, hang on. I got to hit a real quick break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. Turkey season is a passion shared by hunters, and it's fast approaching all across this nation. When it's time to start cutting, yelping, and clucking and purring at those boss toms, don't you want to have a call to run that you have confidence in? You bet you do, and that's why you need to check out Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. Todd Rupert is a master turkey call maker from Pennsylvania that is so passionate about chasing toms. He started building handcrafted calls in 2016, so he knew he could make the right call when it mattered. Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls are made of beautiful woods from walnut to hickory. Todd uses the best crystal, glass, slate, and aluminum on all of his pot calls that will allow you to make the most subtle purrs to the sharpest cuts and excited yelps that will get any boss tom fired up. Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls offers handmade friction, box, and mouth calls that will allow from the beginner to the most seasoned turkey caller to make the right call when it counts. So this upcoming turkey season, try a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call and let
That's 100%, Scotty. Archery is mental, man.
Next outdoor adventure. Wouldn't it be nice to have high-definition footage as a fun memory of your time in the outdoors? Well, Tacticam has been helping hunters do that very thing. Whether it's one of our 5.0 or the 5.0 wide camera, you're going to capture your hunts like never before. They can help you cover your bow fishing trips with a new Tacticam fish cam that's totally waterproof and ready to record some awesome bow fishing action. All the Tacticam cameras feature 4K resolution, Wi-Fi compatible, feature live stream capabilities, with over 2.5 hours of record time that feature image stabilization that's far above other cameras in its class.
Someone's gonna win this baby today.
Woo! Shots like never before. When you're ready to record your next hunting or fishing adventure, don't forget to take your Tacticam camera. You'll be able to relive your trips like never before. Tacticam.com for more info.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear
I love
has
this
been helping
commercial.
folks on their adventures for over 40 years.
You hear me?
Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest
I
quality
love this
materials and
commercial.
hardware is the way to make
You
footwear
got
for the whole family
you got the
in all
walking going.
situations. Whether you're out elk hunting, chasing moose or
Oh, yeah.
whitetails, riding snowmobile trails, or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned retails. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com.
You too, Chris. Thanks for watching, buddy. Appreciate you.
It will keep you on the move.
Hey America, when you barbecue, cookies is the one. Lots of flavor, lots of goodness, thick and rich, lots of fun. Hey America, when you barbecue, try cookies.
One is an all wood, Jeff. The other one is a wood with a expandable tube. One has a little bit deeper tone to it.
This is Dave from JL Shooter Supply in Urban. We are a full-service gun
I like them
shop that
both.
specializes in helping you find the right
It really depends on what you want.
We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts.
I mean, you really get out there with this one.
We have resources needs. We still accept trades on all types of guns. We'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms to meet any budget, and we can even special order items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your gun repair needs. So from ammo and hearing protection to gun cleaning kits, holsters, and sights, we handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577. You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN, broadcasting out of Des Moines, Iowa, all over the USA. Jeff in New York, what's the difference between the two styles of grunt calls?
One's an all wood base, Jeff. The other one has an elongated plastic tube. You can really get some good growls going with that one. But both calls are great. It just depends on what your preference is. So go check them out and tell me what you like, and let me know how the hunting in New York is. Let's go back to our guest. We got Mr. Eric Griggs from Gas Bowstrings on out there in Kentucky. You know, Skippy and I were talking about you the other day, Eric, and we came up with, I got to get him to make this T-shirt. It says, when you're getting in gear, make sure you hit the gas.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm always trying to come up with different T-shirt ideas for him. Hey, how are you? Did you get a chance to get into the velvet season at all, or were you? I know you guys you're busy cranking out strings like crazy right now. Did you get out at all, or was you working?
We just work, and honestly, we've got a farm here, and just didn't have. I mean, I knew what was there and what wasn't, and there wasn't anything that was daylighting. So, I mean, it's a pretty easy decision. Those bucks are still nocturnal for us, so stayed in the office and got a bunch of work done.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Larry did pretty good. He got a nice one, and so did the guys from Small Town Hunting were there with him as well, hunting on Peanuts Farm. So I think everybody, Cody and Kevin both got a nice buck, but they didn't do very good in Mississippi. We'll see how Iowa and Missouri goes here. Iowa opens up next week. Missouri's already open. So I'm waiting for some cooler weather myself before I get serious about it.
I did get a disappointing picture there yesterday. The best deer we had on our place, and he was awesome. It was a great deer, and guy right across the road. I mean, he traveled just a little bit, but they took him. So, and he was, I think it scored like 184. So it was.
Oh my, that's a great deer, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have anything. That's the best deer we had by far. I don't have anything close to that. That's the deer that we had, through the summer and everything else, and I was pretty excited about that. So that's over. So
well, I was talking about this last hour when they shred that velvet. A lot of places them bucks summer they'll change their pattern up a little bit and go to a different area to check out does and stuff. So even though you might not, maybe that was the best one you saw, there's no telling what's going to come back in when they change up their locations, because them bucks are moving. So you never know. Hey, I've been bow hunting 34 years, Eric. I've never killed a 180.
Nor have I, but he was consistently hanging out there, so it was
yeah.
There was a lot of excitement.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, buddy. I'm telling you. Well, I got to tell you, I don't know if you've seen Skip's stuff. Hey, and he did tell me that other string and cable showed up, so thank you for that. He's actually sending me another carbon, so I got another one for a backup if I'm on a trip somewhere. But I'm just telling you flat out, man. Everybody that I've talked to that we went down to Missouri to Knox County Whitetails and did a gearhead day. And people could not get over how quiet those bows and crossbows shot. And, strings and cables have something to do with the quietness of a bow as well. And so, you get a little bit of the credit for that, too.
Yeah, definitely. I think, well-built as opposed to, just having your stability in your bundles and the strands. There's some science that goes into that, but it definitely does help. Two strings built from the same material, one not built stable, and another one that has, that's built well with a bunch of stability, you can actually, there's an audible difference, and you can feel the difference in the shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And you, Steve, yes, they do sell wax. I think it's called gas wax, isn't it, Eric? Your string wax?
Yeah, it is. And so let me, you mentioned waxing a couple times, so I'll say this. I really like the right silicone-based wax, right? Enough so that, yes, we do sell a wax called gas wax. It is very similar to a BCY X wax, right? And if you look at why they're the developers of the fibers, right? So the wax that they suggest, I figure they probably know what they're talking about, right? What I don't like is I don't like the gunky, like the old school. I don't even want to say beeswax, but there's a lot of wax that's it's very, very gunky.
Don't use the string wax. You got to use a lighter to heat it up to get it to come out of the tube.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And I prefer the silicone-based wax, the really light stuff. It rubs on clean. Like when you put it on there and then you go ahead and you rub it into the string, you're not going to see any there's not going to be any gunk left. It's going to be very, very clean, and I like that. I prefer that over like some of the string fluids and stuff too. It seems to work the best, and you don't even really, like I said, it doesn't gunk up. That's the worst thing is when you get that wax it's all gunked up and stuff like that. I mean that's no good.
Chris Lewandowski in Pennsylvania says I'm going to switch to gas bowstrings on my Disruptor 24 after the season. Chris, there you go. You'll like that. Just go down to Chris DePerna's there at Creek Archery, and he sells gas bowstrings, and he'll get you hooked up. And we're actually going to give away some strings and cables, but I'm going to wait a while until Eric gets caught up. So we'll do that. We'll do that probably in December or January. We'll give a couple sets away, but. I'm excited to do that because people are going to be so happy when they get those on their bows, Eric.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, happy to do that.
Yep. So we'll see what's going on. What do you I know you guys you trying to get caught up at the shop, but are you going anywhere, elk or moose, or you just staying around Kentucky?
Nah, just staying around Kentucky. I'll probably I'll sneak over to Illinois, before the season's out. But yeah, I mean we've got some good stuff going here, and we just had our production manager, Cody Hall. He actually just came back from Colorado. I haven't even seen him yet. I think he got back yesterday, but he took a great bull out there, just an awesome bull, and that's super pumped for him. We've got some of our other folks that have been getting out doing a lot of traveling. I mean, that's the one thing. It's tough because we are so busy, we are so backed up. But at the end of the day, you got to figure a lot of these guys. I mean, they get into this because they're passionate about hunting or archery or whatever. So it is a tough blend. Everybody says go work in the archery industry and you get to hunt and do all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, the reality is that when everybody else is doing what they're passionate about, you're really, really busy at the at work, making sure everybody else can do those things. So it's time is not always perfect for that, but yeah.
Yeah, I hear that from archery shop owners all the time. I got into this business because I love bow hunting. I don't get to hunt anymore. I'm too busy working on bows.
That's the reality.
That's the way it is. Hey, if someone wants more information about gas bowstrings, what you have available, the colors, what is your favorite string and cable?
I like them all. I mean, there's a lot of them for different purposes and everything else. I guess if I had to pick one favorite, I like the Ghost XB.
Okay.
Even the original one, that's probably my favorite. Did a lot of work in just the development of that material to kind of get that dialed in for when we first went down this path of developing that, it was kind of like, all right, if I was going to shoot off for $1 million and I needed to make sure that I had the absolute most dependable, anything that I could imagine, in a string, what would I want? And I took that approach with it, and that's kind of how we developed that particular string. Now, since we've brought some other ones, on, we have a couple different string options or whatever. You can't go wrong with any of them. The one thing I'll say is that a lot of companies will do like a good, better, best. So they'll have like an entry level. I don't even want to say economy string, but it's like use this, and we kind of dumb it all down a little bit, and it's just one of those things like this is our entry level string, and then here's our you know, the no elongation, peak rotation, serving separation. So, but to answer your question simply, I do like the Go 60.
Okay, there you go. If folks want more information, best way for them to check it out, just go to the website.
Yeah, I mean the website's chock full of information. There's a really cool string builder. So whether you're you know dealing with us directly or you want to order something from your dealer, you can still go on there and you can kind of configure your bow strings all the way down from the different colors, and serving color, and color and speed knocks. I mean, you can see that full customization there. And there's a lot of great information on there as far as just our strings in general. So yeah.
Yep. Tell them the website, Eric.
GasBowstrings.com.
Yep. There you go. Hey, can we get you on in like late December or January to talk about indoor season and talking about setups and stuff to make you a better indoor shot?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I'll send you some dates. We'll get that worked out. And if anything else is happening, just let me know and we'll pop you back on, okay?
Yeah, no, that'd be great. And I tell you what, if having me on there is not good enough, our general manager, Braden Galantine, he could probably tell you a little bit about indoor prep and everything else. He's still pretty relevant in that world. So
okay. Well, you've won a few indoor tournaments.
In a long time.
And actually, you won one with a gearhead.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to get that. I had to get that in there. Skippy gave me $5.
Yeah, no, that was pretty awesome. At the point where I had kind of put down the professional archery gauntlet for a little bit and was trying to get things going with the business here and get everything started up. And they had a really amazing, unique opportunity. And yeah, I mean, I got to be honest with you. I'll give a little plug here. I was pleasantly surprised. They had dangled the carrot on some contingency money, and I'm like, you know what? I'll give this a whirl. When I got the bow and I shot it, I'm like, wow, this actually shoots really, really good.
Yeah.
And, I was very impressed with that. So yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, Eric, I won't promote something unless I believe in it. And I got Philip Vanderpool shooting them now, and Philip apologized. He goes, Dan, are you sure that thing shoots? That thing doesn't even look like a. I go, just because it doesn't look like a regular bow, doesn't mean it doesn't shoot well. And he's shooting he got a carbon 24 pivot as well, and he goes, Dan, I'm going to tell you something. That's the best bow I've ever shot. And I said, I'm telling you, man, I really hate saying that, Eric, because, you've been in the business a long time. Over the years, I've said this is the best bow I've ever shot, and I meant it when I said it. But they definitely are a premium hunting bow. I just like the fact that they're so light and easy to carry around, and you got so much clearance room in a ground blind or a tree stand. And, you're a hunter. That makes the world of difference to me.
Sure, yeah.
So they're good bows, but I love my strings. So anyway, hey, if something's going on, let me know, please. Otherwise, I'm going to quit bugging you for a few months and let you get caught up. And then let me know when you're caught up. And but I will send you some dates for late December or January, and we'll get you back on again, okay?
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
All right, buddy. Hey, thank you for everything. We're super excited about the partnership. And thank you for helping me be a better bow hunter and archer with those strings and cables.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you, Dan.
All right, buddy. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too.
There he goes. Eric Griggs, everybody, from Gas Bowstring. Super fine fella right there. I'm late for a break. We'll be right back with Joe Smeltzer.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or ready for any task? Well, if you used the original Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener before you left, you bet they are. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is designed to sharpen every knife you own. By using changeable
great job.
belts, the sharpening system is able to
Did you have fun?
knives, including curved
half hour goes pretty quick on the radio. So.
gut hooks, axes, and
Yeah. Do you need anything? Is there something we're not doing for you that we need to do?
And flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time.
Well, yeah, I'll send you those next week on the dates. And if you need something, Eric, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon. And good luck this year if you get out there, okay?
So if you love the outdoors and depend on a sharp
All right.
knife,
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you.
one of the Work Sharp
Bye-bye.
knife and tool sharpeners or the WorkSharp guided field sharpener started you, or anytime at WorkSharp.
Aaron, I use 10 by 42 binoculars and.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture.
Hey Nick, how you doing, buddy? Vortex makes really good binocs, and so does Burris. Those would be the two I'd look at, buddy.
Also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available, including the Stiff Arm, Stiff Arm Pro, and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high-quality aluminum or carbon, depending on what you choose. For ground blind hunters, there's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro video and perform quietly in the field. At least you get something. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms.
They're not my favorite, Aaron. I've had problems with them, but you know they could be better. It's been several years since I used them. Vortex and Burris, I've never had a problem with the gas in the lenses, and they don't fog up, and I just never had an issue, buddy. And I'm not sponsored by either one of them. So.
Get into the sweetness of the honey, then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Going fishing is something we look forward to all week. We all want to be better at it and use the best gear available. Gear that will help us feel the bite better and give superb casting performance. Well, when it comes to sensitivity and longer casts, Trika has people talking. Trika rods are scientifically proven to be more sensitive with their unique weave design, as much as 2 times as sensitive as other costly rod brands. Trika casting performance will give you up to 26% longer cast to keep your bait in the strike zone longer. Trika knows you work hard for your money, and they want to give you a rod that will cast longer and let you feel the bite better without putting the bite on your wallet. Trika rods are significantly less than other high-end rods available. They offer a 1-year, no-questions-asked guarantee. Trika rods can be returned for any reason up to 1 year after purchase. They also come with a limited lifetime warranty. If you want to see what has anglers talking, go check out Trika rods at Trika.com. That's TRIKA.com. Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable?
Hey, it's good to
well,
talk
I have
to
a
Joe.
way to keep your feet feeling great in any weather.
Better figure out what I'm going to do to him today.
Have you heard of Norlander Sock Company? Norlander Sock Company uses high-quality alpaca.
You could thank him.
The best socks
for what?
Out there. For alpaca socks will keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Alpaca socks will whip away any moisture that you might encounter, plus work with your outdoor footwear to keep your feet temperature where they need to be.
You've established your name.
Socks also has a natural
Thanks to
antibacterial
him.
quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling.
What's your name? What's your name?
I mean, now we know.
Choices for you to choose from.
There's no more
Plus,
questions.
gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks, pure alpaca, pure comfort. For more information,
Morning, Roop. The Mad Meatball. That's your new nickname, Roop. The Mad Meatball.
That wasn't
Todd, the Mad Meatball Rupert.
Todd, I'm not behind that. Unless you like it, then I'm very much behind it. I'm with you.
If you were to pass away. Plus, life insurance is often more affordable than
I don't know if you can hear me.
Let's talk about options that fit you. Contact Darren Islander, agent at 515-964-7575 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Life Insurance Company. 6,000 American partners.
Why I gotta be mad?
This is the Outdoor Call Radio.
Okay, I'll just make it Todd the Meatball Rupert. How's that? There you go. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. It's time to go over to Carl Chevrolet and talk to our friend Smokin' Joe Smeltzer. What are you doing, man? Are you be selling cars and trucks today? You know, it's a wee fine morning when you wake up and you got the Smeltzer on the lot going, hey, what's your name? That's right. Not everybody can take a test drive and get it kicked in the rumpus like that with a Smeltzer. Nah, you just get you a haggis and go over there and take a quality truck drive. He'll save you money. He'll give you rebates. He'll take you down and you'll buy that vehicle. It's a shameless thing you do, laddie.
Andrew, I'm just so sorry.
I didn't. He just spurred that on me. I didn't realize it was going to happen.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to explain yourself. It's just, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
Hey, we both will get through this.
Yes.
Some therapy needed.
Yep. We're here together. We're here to support one another, and we will get through it. Come on, Dan.
I be telling you, all I know is when the McGregor needs to go and get the vehicle, he goes over to the Rocket or Labor and he goes and sees the smelter and he goes, "What kind of rebates you got going on, lad?"
What do we say to that?
I don't know. I'm kind of speechless this morning with that deal. The rebates are good, Dan. 0% like your favorite, right?
Well, of course they are. I've already bought my vehicle. Why weren't you giving it the bloody thing away to everybody else? You know, you kick the McGregor and the Sheamus is what you do.
And the Sheamus.
That's right. I know how you are, you Joe Smeltzer, you. You just wait till I sign the dotted line and then you kick me in the...
You know, it must be hunting season or really close. I think we're a couple days away, and that's just how he gets once we get close to hunting season.
He's too cooped up. He needs to get out.
I be telling you, I be going to kill something soon. Yeah, it's hunting season. Next week, laddie. Yeah, I be getting out on the moors and looking at the fog, and I be going, there's that stealthy little beastie. I'm gonna be getting him, and then I'm gonna throw him in that Carl Chevrolet truck and say, he's going home with the McGregor.
He's going home. I'm home.
Can't do it no more. It's hurting my throat. Huh?
How's Dan been?
I'm great, man. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. Just keep busy and just ready for hunting season. I'm ready.
I am too.
I'm ready for the snow to fly. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for it all.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it all.
I'm not ready for the snow. I just want 50, 60 degree weather. I want a nice 30, 29 degree morning, couple of those, kill the bugs, and then let's go cracking. Let's go cracking. Yeah, that's all. I'm wetty. I'm wetty and wetty to go.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So you got 0% financing now, huh?
Well, we've had it for a little while, but it's only for 36 months. So everything's good through Monday, and then Tuesday we'll get the incentives. So.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just kick me in the Sheamus again. That's all.
I will.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. Yeah. Exactly. I love that.
Yeah. All right. Is that it?
That's it. I don't have much today. I'll be here all day though.
Okay, you're gonna be there all day. I still got stuff to bring over there. You know, hey, you're gonna have to show me how to program my truck with my door locks. For some reason, I'll hit my
truck with your door lock.
Yeah, I'll hit my remote and my front doors will open, but my back doors, I got to hit it twice to get the back door. So obviously I don't have a setting set.
Leave it to Dan to not know how to open his doors.
Yeah. So
you know how to put it in drive?
No, this is when it's in park.
Goodbye. Woo.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll be here all day if you want to stop by, and I'll show you how to lock and unlock your door.
Are you working Monday or Tuesday?
Both days, yes.
Yeah,
I'll be here next week.
probably see you Monday or Tuesday.
Sounds good.
All right. Tell everybody where they can find you.
1101 Southeast Oral Labor at the Rock. I'll be here all day.
And really, that's it? You're not going to offer a free ham if you buy a vehicle today or something?
Not today. It's come November. We'll do some in November.
You know, I need to talk to somebody and get some turkeys and have a turkey shoot or something with you or something. So we're going to have to come up with something.
It's like a bags tournament, but with turkey.
Yeah, well, I tried to get them to do a turkey bowl at the dealership where you bowl with a frozen turkey. But Munson said it would make a mess and they didn't want to do it.
Well, how about now? Can you do it now?
Well, no, it's too hot.
We'll do it indoors.
It makes sense to do it when it's cold because the turkey stays froze.
I like to have turkey during, before Thanksgiving and everything.
Hey, and I'm not proud. I'll take a frozen turkey home that I bowled with and cook it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You just pick the rocks off.
That's right.
You know.
Well, you do it inside in the dealership.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Joe, you have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon.
You guys have a good one. All right.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, 244-1350, 244-1350. I'm going to give away a grunt call and a $50 coupon to the Milo Locker. I have got a break. We'll take your calls when we come back on 1350.
You were hunting and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg.
Thank you, Paula.
It's headed to your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter,
Hey, he liked the McGregor, I could tell.
your doctor may or may not test
You didn't like
you
that?
for
I thought that was
Lyme
fun.
I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was a sustainable one. Apparently,
Well, it hurt. It hurt. It hurt. That
did it hurt the heart? You know,
it hurts the throat right there. Hey, he be dangling those rebates in front of me. He be wanting me to take that truck loan out now. Yeah. I told him to call.
Special care.
Just get him on the phone. Yeah.
Wearing a limit-tick can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality game hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit gamehide.com.
Alright, Patrick.
If bow hunting or archery is your passion, get to Archery Field and Sports in Altoona and see what's new in your sport. Archery Field and Sports has been helping archers and bow hunters for generations.
I can't.
They have
Well,
the
one,
experience to help you with
he
your
hasn't given
purchase
me that
and
yet. So
help you reach your goals.
I'm out.
Archery Field and Sports carries archery gear for
I would love to have
Mackey's,
the inside
Bowtech,
scoop.
and
Trust me,
Bear,
Patrick,
plus
but
all
he
the
doesn't
top
trust me with
extras
that
and
one.
accessories you'll ever need. Mark and his staff are trained on all the latest tuning and setup techniques, and are experts at personally fitting you to the bow you
That 629 is what
They
you said?
also have a 40-yard indoor range that will help you with getting sighted in. Archery Field and Sports has leagues and personal training sessions available for you.
We'll have you right away when we come back. It's about 2 minutes. We'll be right with you.
Archery Field and Sports at East 56th Street in Altoona.
Radio.
Open Tuesday through Sunday with leagues during the week. For more information, go to archeryfield.com
can I get your name?
or call 515-265-6500.
Can I get your number just in
Hey,
case?
students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about using your passion to help you through college? Grandview University is a small
Yes,
private college.
I can hear you pretty well.
Can you believe it's October already next week?
Grandview University has a shooting sports program that, if you qualify, will give you
Alright, so we got you
September
set
went
here.
really quick.
Your number 2 on the call list, and then we'll get to you here.
and learn in a small class
We got
size
about
with the feel of a larger
2
campus
minutes.
with a ton of opportunities.
Yeah, so we'll be
So
with
if
you
you're
as soon as
looking
we
to
can.
advance your education and love to shoot, why not shoot for a college program that has produced countless All-Americans and has a winning record of 4 times national champion? Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will have your ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you. For more information, check them out at gvvikings.com.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important
Well, this
to
show
make
went
sure
quick.
your home is the right temperature and
Second hour.
Yeah.
Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at
Goes quick.
287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating
How
system
many color
can solve
phases
that
does
issue
Bigfoot
right
have?
away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer
Brown,
24-hour
black, and
service
blonde.
programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
One of these days.
Did you get any trade offers this week? Nothing? Boy, it's quiet.
No one wants to touch me.
Hi guys, Jackie Bushman here with
That's
Buck
crazy.
Masters. When it comes
Last
to
year, everybody was picking on you, weren't they?
Hey, how about this? Has you covered from their flip-flop blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy
Nathan
Acre,
even?
Clover Deluxe, and
Nathan's probably mad because you got rid of JT.
sweet stuff.
Really
no
bitter
problem.
about that.
The best way
Is
to
he?
put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products, you better hope your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the
Well, he didn't offer you a good trade, did he?
So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. We got to head to the phones. We're running out of time. The show went quick today. Let's head over to the phones and say hi. Our first guest up is Patrick.
Morning, Patrick.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Rock and rolling.
All right, you want to try for that grunt call and the Milo Locker $50 gift card?
I'm going for the grunt call, man.
Well, I'm going to give you both if you win.
All right.
But if you only want the grunt call, I can do that.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. That's fair. Hey, in what state have I shot my largest whitetail buck?
Iowa.
Ding, ding, ding. It is Iowa. Now, technically, I could say it was Kansas because I shot that 187, but I didn't get him. But, huh? Do I? Yeah, but I can't say I got him because I shot him, but I didn't recover him. No, he lived and he got taken a couple of years after that. So, all right, buddy, you got yourself a brand new Rupert's Rut in Peace grunt call. Andrew will call you after the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Let's go see what Brad's up to real quick. Good morning, Brad. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Dan. Just out working.
Well, thank you for stimulating the economy.
We're trying.
Yeah. All right. You want to go for that Milo certificate?
Yes, sir.
All right. How many color phases does a black bear have? There's how many color phases can they be? You have a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's under 5. That is a great guess. They can be blonde, they can be brown, or they can be black. Yep. Congratulations, you're a winner. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, we'll call you after the show. Thank you. There you go. Show's been brought to you today by the fine folks at Advanced Family Dentistry, where if you got a toothache, they'll take good care of you. They really will. Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi actually just had somebody email me about that. I think it was Pete. And hopefully he got somebody who steered right to the right dentist. Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams, they will all take great care of you at Advanced Family Dentistry, located at 907 North Ankeny Boulevard. Voted best dental clinic in town. I don't know how many you're running. They're my dentist. They can be your dentist too. Andrew goes there too. 964-1490 or check them out anytime at ankenysmiles.com. Honestly, if you're new to the area and need a dentist, call Dr. Yagi's office. If you're looking for a new dentist, call Dr. Yagi's office. They'll take great care of you. Exceptional service. They care about you, and they're very gentle. It's Advanced Family Dentistry. All right, we're out of here. Well, we're almost out of here. Thank you for all the questions on the live stream today. Good show. Thank you, Bob. That's kind of you. I couldn't do the show without you. Thanks to having Eric Griggs from Gas Bowstrings on. And we'll try and do it again, God willing, next Saturday. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to the outdoorcallradio.com. My email's there. And hey, if you haven't downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app, you need to do so on your phone device store. It's free. It's 24 hours, 7 day a week outdoor talk radio. And it's free to listen, and you just might win something. See you next week. Bye! All right, everybody. You be good. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being on the show with me today. And we will talk with you soon. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate you, too. Have a great week. And if you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. I will talk with you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.